Hi. What's up?
Hey.
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome to the Will Reads.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you hear me?
Hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Now?
Can I hear now? Can you hear me now? Welcome to the Will Reads, season 13, episode uno.
Uno.
Uno. Oh, that's a throwback right there. It's been a minute.
It has been a while since we've been on
It's
one.
been a minute. Yeah. Uno. We remember him in our hearts. Is Alan a wizard or a dark friend? Wait, is he a dreadlord? Let me get my emo gear on.
Could be a dark friend wizard.
Ooh. There you go. CP in the house.
Yeah.
Good times. Quick announcements before we get going. We do have one new patron. I did say I'll shout out
People
Kevin again. I think we
listen.
said it last time. Yeah. So we got Kevin from last time. So we're giving you a second shout out. And then we also got Nick.
Hey, Nick. Thanks, Nick.
What up, homie?
Thanks, Kevin. We appreciate y'all.
So we appreciate
This
both you guys.
episode's for you, brother.
Yeah, you guys rock. Let's think. Anything else announcements wise? Oh yeah, announcements. The next 2 weeks we're gonna be off. I know we're just taking off.
Are we really?
Taking
2
a month
weeks?
of August stuff.
Yeah, just pretty much all August. We'll be back to last week of August. I'm gonna be in San Diego Tuesday night at a concert.
Oh, that's right.
So I can't record from the. Actually, maybe I'll go live from the concert. That'd be fun. I won't be able to hear anything. Why not? And then the next week I'm in vacation at the Outer Banks. So
Ooh,
Nice.
the life.
So
If I quit my job between now and then, I'm just going to show up one day, Alan.
okay.
I'll sleep in a closet or something. I don't take up a lot of space.
But they pay you to do absolutely nothing, don't they?
I have one of those cocoon hammocks, so you could just use that. And they're nice. Just curl up in a hammock. It's really comfortable.
Nice. Deal.
Nice.
You could just take a day off.
Yeah. So personal life. I'm ready for this construction to be done. I'm like over it. I'm like, dude, when are you guys gonna finish? The renovation that goes on forever. You guys have been hearing about this for months now. It's still going.
Let's say you're about
And
to
it's
get
just
out of your
getting
house
worse.
for 2 weeks, so hopefully they can do some.
I
real
hope
work
they're
while
done
you're
by the
gone.
time I get back. I hope so. But they show up like today, apparently. Like they had like 3 different subs come by. And like they all just stopped in just to poke their head in, like, hey, we're just checking in, and then left. And like, are you coming to do work or just like what are you doing? What are you even doing? What does she do up there all day long?
Sending the painters out before the drywallers are done.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't set up like a guest host.
Yeah.
I guess it's a lot of work.
Oh, well, no, I asked people for tonight, and I did send links to people, but we'll see. They might show up, they might not. We'll see.
Oh, I meant like for the 2 weeks.
Nope. They're camping right now, so they are not coming. So we'll do another. They just messaged me. Literally just messaged. Anyway, it'd been fun, but camping is camping. Probably internet connection sucks. Yeah. So there's that. I'm decided to build a patio at the same time as the renovation's going on. So I've been working on my patio. So
He did it in like one of the hottest summers we've had in many years.
Yeah, for real.
Nice last 2 days. Last 2 days have been nice. So I've been pressing hard. Been trying to level it all. I think I'm about 90% there before I need to start filling in with sand. And then it's time to start laying pavers. So we're on the home stretch, but I'm about to leave for 2 weeks, so we'll see if it gets done or not.
Well, the ground will definitely settle, and you'll definitely know where you need to add some more sand and do some tamping.
Well, I mean, the ground's already settled. Because I mean, it's an existing patio. I tore it all up.
Oh, the one out back.
Yeah, I'm redoing it. So, I'm expanding it. So I guess there is an area that's newish, but most of it already has like crusher around underneath and everything like that. So the base is already in. I'm doing a little bit of fill dirt because I'm trying to raise it up a little bit, and yeah, I'm just leveling and trying to make it more level than it was before.
That's fun work. I enjoyed that work.
Oh yeah, we have to ask Chris about Zin's Rand moments. We'll get to that after personal life. The Zin Rand moments.
What do you mean Zen Rand moments?
And the end of the last book.
And end of the last book.
You weren't here. You weren't here.
Really like the very end, like when he goes on Neo.
When he's in the mountain. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, when he like explodes.
Yeah. Sure, we can call it that. So yeah, that's personal life. That's all that's going on right now. Is I'm just you know your kids are like done with summer. Like when I give a bunch of options this weekend of like where to take them for the day, and they're like,
no.
I was like, do you guys want to go to the zoo? Like my son was like, nah. I was like, really? It's like just to see animals. Like it's all the same. I was like, going to Busch Gardens? Like, nah, you have to walk a lot. Like, what do you guys want to do? I was like, nah. I'm like, all right.
Like, you're like, when did you all become introverts? Gosh.
Yeah. I want to go do something.
Yeah. My brother's that type of person. He'll work and work and work and work and work and stay to himself. And all of a sudden you get a random call in the middle of the week. Hey, what are you doing? I'm working.
Yeah.
Thinking about coming to visit. This weekend? No, like this week. Yeah. Like we're in the week. What do you mean? Like
I'm on my way.
I'll call you when I'm on my way.
I'm outside.
I know it doesn't work that way. I mean, for you it does.
Well, apparently Ian
it doesn't.
Yeah, apparently Ian's personal life is he hasn't been sleeping. So,
yeah, you don't look like you've been sleeping much.
Bro, I can't keep my eyes open to save my life.
What's going on in personal life? What can you share?
What's going on, buddy?
Well, I had my beach week last week. And yeah, it was great. I haven't drank that many beers since last beach week.
Have you regained your beer belly?
Oh my gosh, I put on 5 pounds, and like I'm still. What they say? Today's Tuesday. We got back Saturday. Like I'm still kind of bloated and puffy, and haven't started working out yet. I told myself I give myself this week to just kind of eat clean and hydrate. And then I'll get back into it like probably this weekend.
Because it won't do your body any good to go and.
Oh, I mean, I'm hurting physically. Yeah. Gosh, and at like a 5 pound difference at this point, like I feel it. It's rough.
Yeah,
for me.
And the dress pants for work, snug. Which is 1 week of bad decisions.
I had to go buy slacks today.
Because they were too
I don't
big?
actually own it. No, because I don't own any. Like, I don't like khakis. It's like a thing. Like, either I'm going to be dressed like way dressed up, or it's jeans, shorts, t-shirts. But like, there's no in between for me. I don't like the in between, like the business casual thing. Like, I just don't like it. Like, I've always thought it was the most dumbest thing in the entire world to do business casual. Like, just do business. If you're going to do business, do business. If you're not going to do business, do casual. Like. In between stuff, like
I'm about to make the switch. I've been doing the shirt and tie thing for a while at work, and I think I'm going to do like slacks and polos. Yeah, or we have you can't do blue jeans except for Friday, but it only says blue jeans, and people will literally wear like different colored denim during the week, and that's fine. So I'm going to get jeans. Just not blue jeans to wear during the week. Such a stupid policy.
The company I work for does dress down Fridays, and I never dress down. They give me a hard time every time. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
I'm not gonna get an extra set of clothes to have for Fridays.
My boss was like, casual wear. So I come in my slacks and a polo, which is casual wear in my opinion. And it's like, you could be more casual. I'm like,
bro, I'm gonna show up in gym shorts and a ripped up t-shirt if you keep that up.
Literally about to say that me being any more casual is coming in sweats in gray sweats and a black tee, and that is it. Literally, that's it. There's nothing else on.
Yeah. So, well, that's it. I mean, that's the extent of my personal life. Recovering from beach week, it was amazing. That side of the family is pretty fantastic. think I mentioned it before. Like none of the kids are little anymore. We got a bunch of late high school and then college age kids, and they're bringing their boyfriends and girlfriends to the trip, and so now we get to party with them, and that's hilarious. So, and my brother's kids, they're like the college age, just graduated high school. They spent all week, like they brought their own case of alcoholic beverage. Like they're doing like twisted teas and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But they showed up with like a 12-pack, and I'm looking at them like amateurs. And by day 2, they're raiding their dad's room and taking stuff out of his cooler, and he's getting all pissed off. And I was just dying laughing. And they'd sit there, they'd have nothing in their hands, so I'd walk to the fridge and grab their dad's alcohol and hand it to them. They were like, "Thanks, man." Okay, no problem. I didn't pay for it. I don't care. Yeah, it was a good time. Awesome. So it's a new way of doing beach week. So it's fun.
Did you do a power hour for the old time's sake?
No, didn't introduce them to that. I did introduce a few of them. Oh, they were drinking. What's the monster alcoholic beverage? They call it like the Beast or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
I don't know. I've never had them.
Oh, Celsius.
But anyways, they had one of those. They're splitting it. They're like, "Oh, this is so good," and I tasted it, and I was like, "No, that ain't it." Well, when I do like a Monster and Tito's, I do the White Monsters, and it's 50-50 White Monster and Tito's, and it's delicious. And so I mixed a couple of those and was handing them out. They got, oh man, yeah, it was a wild night.
The Celsius have alcohol?
They have a vodka brand. Remember, it got switched recently.
Oh, with the high
that's
noons.
right. Yeah, the high noons. Yeah, Celsius is supposed to be like water, and they accidentally bottled the water into
the vodka.
Yeah.
And
we also had the debate.
Water and vodka in the same factory.
This reminds me, though. Sorry to jump back to Beach Week, but we had the debate because a couple of them are in college now, and my stepbrother, but brother. He was also in the Army. I was in the Army. We both did barracks time, and he also did single in the barracks while living in Korea. I did single in the barracks while living in Germany. These kids wanted to talk about how like the frats and sororities could outdrink the enlisted military, and I was like, I've lived both lives. And to be fair, when I was in college, I probably would have said the same thing until I was living single in the barracks in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, German.
There's just
until you realize our entire armed forces runs on nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol. I mean, it's
hate. Yeah.
And hate.
So that was funny. I got a good laugh out of that. They were very proud of themselves. Then, 2 hours later, they're like twitching on the pool table, and me and their dad still going strong, got the music going and everything. Like, lightweights.
Yeah. To be young again. Do you remember that guy years ago? We went to Skinner's, went to the local bar, and there was the old guy who got kicked out and challenged us to a chugging contest, and he could do the single gulp beers, and he ended up getting for it.
Yeah.
But he was challenging all the young college kids, "Hey, let's have a drinking contest," and would literally in one gulp
just pour it straight down.
We're like, huh.
Well, that skill.
Got him.
Yeah. How about you, Chris? What's going on? What's new? What's exciting?
Let's see here. It's been 2 weeks. It's been a long 2 weeks. I'll say that out loud. Chanel did give me permission, so I will say Chanel's currently in the market for a new job with everything going on with the cuts in healthcare. The healthcare systems are doing what they have to do to save money, to shore up, because we know come 2027, there's going to be a lot of bills left unpaid and bills that are going to increase. That is the current trend right now. That is the forecast in healthcare. So one thing they did is cut Chanel's job. Was not technically DEI, but her job definitely played a role in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And since we're no longer caring about diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workforce, they no longer need somebody to look at the metrics. And that's really crazy for a hospital when what her job was to look at she specifically worked with the healthcare systems to look at the mortality rates for women in after having children. So kind of see the trend of where we're going in the country when it's like, we don't need you to look at that data anymore. I'll leave it at that. People can draw whatever conclusions they want, but we're seeing it impacting locally already pretty heavily. You're seeing things on the news and hearing about situations already happening that were happening before mandates were removed, and now they're just getting worse. So that has been us, currently trying to figure out what the next phase of life is looking like. We luckily have a small safety net here, and our in-laws, they're providing us with a little bit of help, but that can only go for so long. And with her having a degree in public health, it's like people don't care about public health. She didn't have a job, so we're scrambling trying to figure out what's next. But we had a vacation that we had already paid for, and we took it and we thoroughly enjoyed it, and we definitely have some love offerings that we super appreciated because it made it worth it for us. And we were able to just go out there and we took a week just to be to ourselves. We went to Dominican Republic to an all-inclusive, there's the extra things that you can do, the excursions and the this, that's, and the others. So we did a little bit of that thanks to some help from friends, and
that's cool
there. And
once you mentioned it was already paid for, I was like, I know you're bumming, but it's paid for. Go live it up, and then come back and figure shit out. But go have your time.
Otherwise, I am ending my summer camp season. My new job with the community college is all about enrichment programs, one of which is running 8 weeks of summer camps, and this is the last week. Thursday is the last day, so glad to be done with that for the next 8 months. And so other than that, things are moving along. And so let's see here.
Speaking of politics, actually,
go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of politics, I did get a call from one of those polling centers today, a political polling, which was funny just because my answers are always hilarious. So I'm like, they always take a step back. Like, really? I'm like, yep. Like, what do you think about Republicans? I don't like them at all. What do you think of Democrats? I don't like them at all. Like, do you like any politics? I was like, no, I like politics. I like politics a lot. Like, then so you don't like? No, I don't like it. So what do you think about Congress? What do you think of the politics of Congress? Like, they should be all kicked out. What do you think of Democrats? They should all be kicked out. Like,
get rid of them. Start over.
Get rid of them. Start a reset button.
I was like, I don't like any of them. They're all the same to me. I don't know. I'm bitter. So anyway,
meanwhile, this college student that is getting credit for making these polling calls is looking at a sheet going, fuck, there's not a bubble for that. I don't know what to.
Exactly.
Sir, could you just pick A, B, or C?
That is part of the problem. That is part of the problem.
I'm like, nope.
Think critically.
He started filling it out for me because he was like, so would you say it's kind of like that? I was like, not really, but if that's what you put down, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
So you claim independent. I mean, well, sometimes those guys are assholes too, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what he said. The exact words. He's like, so you're independent? Like, oh no, I would never claim that either. Like,
they're the worst.
They're the worst.
Lukewarm, spit them out.
Bro, what I tell you, in the position I am in, I employ people, and I am worried for my nephews and this next coming generation, and all of my care, my health care, where I'm getting my food from, because critical thinking and just even hearing it and just laughing and saying, all right, well, you're not worth, I have a different conversation with you, but I'm not going to do this poll on you. Like, that would have been my response. I'm like, you really don't want to do this poll, do you? Nope. Okay, great. Bye. Moving on. That skill does not exist. Does not exist. It's not even I didn't think that was a skill until this generation. Now I'm like, it's a skill to know when just to move on.
That's well, you said it earlier, the critical thinking part, and that I think that's what's lacking more and more. It's not that it doesn't exist, but it's more exciting when you run into some folks of this new generation that can do it because it's a little more rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
Anyways,
or we won't. Yeah. I mean, whatever. It's
we'll
gonna be what it's gonna be.
By then.
so Chris, thoughts on the peak episode from
oh man, and again, I am
Rand on the peak.
Rand on the peak. Taking care of this. Rand on the peak. Where did we start at? Were we on chapter what? We were way back because we were.
It was almost a month ago now. I don't remember.
Rand was going through some things, so we have, and I'm looking at some chapter summaries right now. I think it started with 47 through 50. And so,
Rand was like Balefire the entire town.
Yeah, I got so stuff, first and foremost the epiphany that we have where Rand's gonna have to actually like use Kalendor in a circle, and that was Min's epiphany. But something we already knew was going to happen. It's something that Cat Swain had already confirmed for us earlier on. But then the conversation between Tam and Cat Swain was just awesome and ferocious because for a moment there, you almost forgot that Cat Swain was who she was because Tam is who he is. And he's like, I can give a fuck who you are. Like, this is my son that you're messing with. You're messing with his head to the point where he almost tried to kill me. And now he's like skated on us. I have no idea where he's gone. And of course, the blame starts to be put on Tam. And Tam's like, no, you were going to own this one. Like, you have been messing with his head. All of you Aes Sedai. It brings to the point that if people had been a little bit more straightforward with him from the beginning, we wouldn't have the situation that we have in chapter 50, where Rand is literally like pulling in every ounce of power that he can hold and then some, with the idea of literally ending the world. Like, he goes from going to Abu Dar to end Tuon to saying, you know what, F it all, I'm done with this. Like I said, I was going to end my life. Like I don't care about me. The world I can end. So why not end the world? Why not break it all entirely? Just be done with it. Like, and that idea, it makes perfect sense.
He was close.
But it makes sense. Like, I hate to say that because I've had these same thoughts sometimes in my own mind. It's like, you know, how easy would it be just to be done? You know,
and that break.
Is a scary thought. Why not just be done? And I mean, the fact that Luz became the sane voice. Like, hold on, son. Like, we are angry and we have things to do, but we're not gonna do this one. Like, this is where I draw the line. Like, the fact that Luz has a line that Rand is about to cross was you know, kind of enlightening in the sense that it's like, okay, we've kind of reached that pivotal moment where a decision literally has to be made. And which way is Rand going to go? Is he going to?
He's teetering on this fine point, and if he just barely leans either way, he's going to slide that way.
Correct.
And he's like this close to destroying everything. And at this point, it's not going to take much to do it. He's right there.
Yeah.
The other direction.
One, remembered conversation, and he would have done the opposite of what he did. Now, what he did is interesting. The fact that he destroyed the little man, the source in which he can draw all of this power. First off, it kind of seemed to free the world from the darkness.
A little bit.
Yeah. So part of me is like, it makes you wonder like how wrong the Dark One really is. And it makes you also wonder, like, did he break part of the entrapment that has the Dark One captured? Like, is he now like gathering his power? Oscar, stop being a dick. I'm sorry. My male cat has decided that he owns the freaking food.
And no, that's essentially what Luz said to Rand. Well, so you're on topic.
Correct. Yeah. So yes, it scares me that he destroyed his most powerful weapon, but then it also sets him up for the simple fact that now Kalendor is his most powerful weapon. So he's kind of given into this play, whether or not he wanted to or not, where he's going to have to start trusting some others, and he's going to have to be in a circle, and he's going to have to go back to even Cat Swain and say, what's next? Because I don't have that power anymore, so what's next?
Yeah, he realizes that the power doesn't come from an object, it comes from the friends we met along the way.
Yeah, well, there's
all rainbows and fairy tales.
I mean, he did smile and he laughed for the first time in a while. So
he did.
All right, so I got to ask. I was gonna wait till you finished, but I got to ask, Chris. What do you think about Cat Swain at this point?
I mean, dark friend or not? Because I still don't
think
she's
a good girl.
Yeah, she is.
I don't think she's a good girl.
Why not?
She's a bad girl.
I mean, she did just kind of push Rand to destroy his most powerful weapon inadvertently, or he would have destroyed the whole world, which I don't think either of those two things were what she wanted. But at the same time,
I can't give her credit for this outcome.
Okay.
I go back to what you were kind of hinting at and what I was talking about, how he was on this very fine line where he could have teetered your way, and he almost unleashed and destroyed Ebudar, and like that's where he was heading. And I think that's more the direction Cat Swain was pushing him in. At the end of this, I kept it to myself until you had a chance to speak. But once I started hearing that it sounded like you still thought she was good or trying to help, I couldn't keep it to myself anymore. Because when I read all that, I was like, nope, she's the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. Ugh. Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't have proof. I'm going off a feeling and gut.
I honestly think, I'll put the steak dinner on it or the Chick-fil-A sandwich. I can't say she's not a dark friend. I don't like
the
her
Lord's
methods.
chicken. You put the Lord's chicken on this?
And the Lord's chicken on this.
Yeah.
I got a spicy Chick-fil-A deluxe. Even I don't like
yes.
Deluxe with the pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
I'll skip the cheese and do the lettuce and tomato.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And extra pickles, obviously.
I'm telling you how I want my sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Cat Swain.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, write it down. Cat Swain is not a dark friend. You can quote me on that. She's not going about this the right way, but she's got 300 years of life and she's tired. She just wants it done. But she's not a dark friend.
Yeah.
I'm so convinced of how bad she is. I think as soon as Moraine gets out, because Moraine's been able to watch all of this from where she's at, she's going to go straight to Cat Swain and F her up.
I'm not going to say there won't be a good, strong wording at her for the way she handled him, but she's not a dark friend.
No, it's going to be like that scene where, what book was it? Or the battle where like all the heads explode?
Oh.
Where like the male channelers get together for the first time with Rand and heads start popping. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. She's Moraine's gonna go pop her like a zit.
Well, let's fast forward to this new book, Towers of Midnight, the second to last book, the penultimate book of the Wheel of Time. We're almost there, guys. Can you feel the end coming?
A few years away.
Almost got it.
A few years away.
So close.
We're less than a year away from finishing this. So we're
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, unless you keep going on vacation.
Yeah, let's keep going on vacation. We keep taking time off. Yeah.
It's gonna take us at least a year and a half to finish all this up.
No, it's 2 books. It usually takes about 6 months to do a book, so it's about a year. We're about a year.
I maybe not even that. Much larger than the rest.
Nah, the Shadows Rising is the longest book, but Memory Light's I think the number 2 longest. Yeah, I think right now, as of right now, let's see. I'm gonna get the trusty spreadsheet up. Get the sheets.
And the two become one.
If we don't take any more time off, which I know is not true, we'll be done next May.
Okay.
But that's assuming that we do all of the last battle in one giant episode too. So we're doing like basically half the book in one episode.
Wow. We know that's not gonna happen. It's like a billion
it's an
pages
8-hour
long.
chapter. The 8-hour audiobook chapter.
No, that adds a month, easily a month to a month and a half to our timeline right there.
Just to be able to like get through and listen or read it and take notes is gonna take a couple weeks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we'll do it all live. We'll do that entire chapter live. Let's do a marathon. We'll get together. We'll schedule some time. It'll be fun.
In costume, and we have to act it out as it's being read.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be fun. So let's get right into this. Towers of Midnight. That's all good. Let's get right into Towers of Midnight. So we start with the man.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Loyal.
No.
Is it loyal? It's not loyal.
Oh, I guess we got a quote from Loyal, right?
No, how are we going to skip the little epilogue thing? He gives a spiel about him stumping.
About him stumping.
And like before he was the last to speak. And before he got up, it was pretty obvious that everybody had made up their mind and he didn't think anybody was going to listen to him. But his mama told him he has to talk, so he's about to talk. And he was mentioning about how like their dead are popping up outside the steading. Which are they protected from that in the steading?
I mean, they're protected from all magic inside the steading. So.
Yeah. So like the dead Ogier are popping up outside the steading. And then all the trees are withering and their songs don't cure the trees anymore. So it's like it's getting really bad.
Yeah.
And he's about to make the case that they need to stick around and help the humans.
Right. Yeah. And for the first time, his mom is game for it.
Yeah.
So what do you think about they want to open the book of translation? So we can talk about that a little bit. Is that what's called the book of translation?
Honestly, I did not re-listen to this section, and it's been 2.5 weeks. So you have to carry us on that part.
No, it was just a little blip. I mean, other than mentioning it a couple times, they haven't given any detail about what the book of translation is. I mean, if we use
translation is an artifact. It's an artifact in possession of the Ogier. Its full capabilities is unknown. However, it's said it's basically they'll leave.
It's where the song is.
It, so
right. So it could be something like a Rosetta Stone type thing, where it gives you the ability to translate and read like some really ancient stuff, and there's power in putting things in a word, and it could be, instead of a story, like just the true name of certain things, because there's power in being able to speak the true name of something, and then you have control over it or something like that. So who knows? That's kind of where my mind went, but don't know. I do know it involves them dipping on this reality, so like maybe through they're able to move everybody.
Just go to a different spot in the world. Like, what are they actually going to do?
I don't think it's a different spot of this world. I think it's another flicker place, or another. Maybe they jump to another turning of the wheel, or
in general. Like, there's a whole lot of questions there for me.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. So there's like I got a picture of it right here. So it's kind of looks like that. So
that's an IUD.
It's a flux capacitor.
I've felt that before. Those hurt.
Flux capacitor. That's what it is. Back to the Future. It's totally what it is.
Yeah, you can buy those online at Advanced Auto.
You can, yeah.
Or one of them, maybe it's AutoZone. One of them, you can look it up.
One of them you can, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So opening the book of translation would take the Ogier to another dimension, leaving the humans to fight on their own. Yeah. So
that's not gonna happen.
That's what Amanda. Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Makes the so yeah, good point, Waterholic. So Lan.
Yeah.
Land.
So
Land.
That was my favorite quote from this whole thing, from that part. and the two become one. Like Lan is finally in the Borderlands, dropped literally on the edge of it because his wife is his wife. And she's like, I'm gonna keep you out of harm's way as much as I can. So I'm gonna put you as far away from it as I can while still doing what I told you I was gonna do.
Yeah.
So good on Egwene for that one, I guess. And then she sowed her seeds and let everybody know that the crane was being raised again. Yep. And we have what is his name? I know it starts with a B.
Bullen,
yes. Bullen popped up after 20 years. And he's like, hey, boss. Hey, boss.
And Lan's like, do I know you? He's like, yeah, remember we met like a long time ago. And he's like, okay. It's like, so I've come and I got a bunch of other people coming up too. We're all going to join you. And Lan's like, no, thank you. And then he remembers like he made a promise to Nynaeve. He's like, crap.
He's like, how quickly she became an Aes Sedai. Like first she fought it. And now she's Aes Sedai through and through. I mean, she made him promise to make sure that anybody that could ride with him was allowed to.
Yeah, but then he gets all Aes Sedai and he's like, loophole, this dude's not riding. He's walking next to the horse. I don't have to accept him.
Yeah.
Which I thought was super smart. I was like, well, technically he's not in the wrong here. But
he relents eventually, especially once he mentions he wears the Hidori and he's like, I want to ride with you.
My father is one of you, and he has this, and he told me that I had to wait and be told I could wear it, but I want to wear it. And I feel for him.
Like, I don't have a father to ask, so I'm asking you. Can I wear my Hidori? I mean, how do you? Come on. How do you say no to that?
Heartless, and Lan is not heartless. He is anything but.
Yeah. What's gonna suck though? It's like, all right, it's starting with Lan believing, all right, not winnable. So he's not going to sacrifice anybody else. He's going to go do this by himself and just die. And then he collects this one person, and then they'll collect 2 more, and then 4 more, then 8, and it'll just keep growing. It's going to get to a point where Lan's going to start believing he can win. And then we're going to find ourselves into some like major battle he's in, thinking that he can win, and then finding out that what they have to fight is 100 times what they could have ever possibly conceived.
I mean, we know what's happening on the Borderlands, so yeah. Or he said it into the Blight, and they're all headed out the Blight, so they may be safer for a while than what he expected. They may be coming up on the tail end of an army of, the evil one.
Yeah.
The
Trollocs and Myrtle and all of them.
I didn't even realize I'm not wearing a shirt.
It's just
getting all cozy.
It's okay. It's fine. You're still in beach mode.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, but no, fun time.
That I think that him kind of starting to collect people is just kind of the rebirth of Manetheren. Not Manetheren, excuse me, of his kingdom, which I can't think of. Right now.
Also an M.
Yes.
What is it? You said Manetheren, and now that's stuck in my brain.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Yep. Holy cow.
I do that to myself all the time. So, we have Valkyrie talks, like, duh. Anyway, I really do feel like we're going to see a resurgence of all of his people coming out the woodworks, and he's going to get a much larger army than what he was expecting. I just don't know that it's going to be enough.
Yeah. Yep.
More deep for the slaughter. I mean, I wish them luck.
Yep.
I mean, this book, the series doesn't have to have a happy ending. It just has to have that ending.
There's no way all of our heroes survive. I don't think Jordan would write that way. I don't think he would want that ending because it's too.
Sanderson definitely doesn't write that way.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, like, and we haven't really had a lot of tragedy in this whole series. So. Yeah. Who's it gonna be?
Nope.
This might be the book.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So
I hate to say it's probably Matt.
Matt.
Wow. Shoot, no. If anything, Matt might be the only one left over.
Yeah. Anyways, anything from this before we switch over to a dream sequence?
No, it was pretty short.
Dreamweaver. Okay. Yeah. Well, Perrin's in a dream. It's not quite the wolf dream. He's not really sure where he is, but he's working the forge. He's thinking about Aram's death. And he drops a piece of metal, which resolves itself into Aram. There's also Hopper's there.
Well, is it Hopper or is it Buddha? Because every time Perrin complains about something, Hopper's like, it doesn't matter.
Just run with the wolves.
It is what it is. Accept it.
Leave the
Why
wolves.
are you trying to control everything?
Yeah. Hopper's a stoner. Hopper's like, just go.
He's like, axe or hammer? Why do you think that decision even matters? What the fuck's the difference?
Have you ever watched the history of the entire world? I guess it's like a 20-minute video on YouTube. It's hilarious. The history of the entire world. I guess it's great if you ever want to just get on a rabbit hole of just geekiness. But they go through like the history of the world, and they get to Buddha, and it's great. It's like, and then they have this guy that's under a tree so long that he just stops caring about everything else, and it gets, it's like,
right.
It's like
that's his whole cameo.
That's how they describe it.
Sits under a tree, looks at a river, and goes,
"You're on a rock floating in space." Huh.
Nothing really matters.
Okay, man, when you put it that way, life doesn't matter. You are on a rock floating in space.
He's like, why do you keep thinking all of these human thoughts? He's like, try thinking some wolf thoughts. This human thinking is weird.
He laughs at, he kind of almost laughs at Perrin because he's like, Perrin is trying to shape these stones, and the stones are not shaping. They are all staying unshapen lumps.
Right.
And he's like, we wolves don't worry about shaping the metal. We just kind of work with the metal. We deal with it. Like it's
it's going to be what it's going to be.
And he's like, and then you continue to focus on things that really just don't matter. And then he's like, well, I gotta finish this work. Like I think that's Perrin's thing. He's definitely a task oriented person, and he needs to see the task complete to know that he's been successful. And the idea
every time he tries to like make
okay,
go ahead.
I was saying
well, what else
on you?
No, you go.
Yeah, okay. I think the same way Perrin.
Well, because I was.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's
100%.
I don't have anything to say.
But this is exactly how I was going, right? This is how that dream sequence is going.
Oh yeah, we summarized.
So
summarized.
He legitimately goes. He pulls this piece out because he hears sizzling behind him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I did complete something. I do have works finished." And he pulls the first one out, and his arm screaming. And that's when he kind of goes into that self where he actually kills Arm in this dream. So in his mind, though he did not kill them, he feels the guilt and the weight of Arm's death.
Right.
And in his mind, he's like, I could have done something different to prevent this. But then I also think because he had so many pieces
pulling out the two Riversmen. Yeah, what do you think? He pulls out two Riversmen too.
Well, that's because he's forging them anew. Like it's all in my mind, kind of like this is where that whole like is Manetheren being revived. Like I've taken this village of people who have been independent workers, farmers, who have always done their own thing and come together to collaborate, and now they look at me as a ruler, and all I want to do is be me. And what he's not realizing is like there's a direct connection between what he was and what he is. He was a smith. And what do smiths do? They forge anew. They shape and they mold. And what does a leader do? They forge ahead, they shape and they mold. So, Hopper brings up the fact that, you act like you don't want to be the leader, then take your she and leave. Somebody else will take up the cause. But you don't do that. Like you were taking responsibility, you were holding yourself accountable, and you're doing it to a point where you're driving yourself crazy. But then I also think in this dream, there are other forces kind of effing with him, because as he starts pulling these men out of the barrel, putting them on the ground, all of a sudden they start shifting and shaping in the hands. They're all like coming out, which is also, symbolic of the fact that he feels trapped by the creation that he's made. Like he is now being sought after and pulled in.
Well, that he's made. Sorry to interrupt, but I agree with 90% of what you're saying. I feel like there's a lesson being taught in this dream also, and some of the wisdom coming from Hopper is when he was trying to forge and make them into something, nothing was happening. Mm-hmm. And when he stepped away and he wasn't trying to control it, they became what they were going to become.
Correct. Yeah.
I think like part of what Hopper's trying to get across to him is that he's taking too much personal responsibility for so much shit that's way outside of his control. And he's trying to control certain things that are outside of his control. He's reading into things that don't need to be read into. He's like such this weird absolutist just between the axe and the hammer. He's like, well, if I choose axe, it means this. And if I choose hammer, it means that. And Hopper's like, you fucking idiot. You're going to bash people's heads in with either one. Like, they don't matter. Why are you being philosophical about an axe and a hammer? It's
like the surf instructor from freaking Sarah Marshall, where it's like, just do less, do less,
right.
Do less. You're doing too much, do less. And he just lays on the floor. It's like, we gotta do something. Perfect. Like, you can't just lay there.
Yeah. So, well, sorry, but I just had to interject in that one part about the controlling them and forming them. And in real life, yes, I agree with you. He's taking on that responsibility, and to some extent, he needs to, but only through example. Like he only needs to by focusing on himself. His being overly focused on everything else and everyone else is nothing but a distraction, and it's holding him back. And he has all these what ifs going through his head and oh shit scenarios, and he's tripping over all that. Where he needs to just focus on being what he needs to be, and then other people, if he stops trying to force certain outcomes with them, they're going to become what they're supposed to become.
Yeah, right. And again, I go back to I feel that I completely understand that feeling and the need and desire to be in control and in charge of everything. It's definitely a character flaw, and in some ways, it's a gift and a curse. But then also, at the end of this, I start to wonder: is he also being messed with? Like, we know that this is his own anxiety, but is there an outside force that is manipulating the dream to make it worse? By the way, Ian, your beard is so distracting. It's so awesome.
It is a beautiful beard right now. It's majestic.
Sorry.
I'm jealous. I trimmed mine down so it'll grow even.
Yeah.
But it'll take me 10 years to get to where you're at.
We got to jump back to that last point you were making. So like I feel that, but then also all right, is Hopper an independent being, or is Hopper also part of like Perrin's dream, that it's something in Perrin's subconscious? Because it definitely comes off that Hopper he's his own entity there.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Hopper's his own person. No, I think this is where, I say he is his wolf spirit self, and he just clings to Perrin because he's trying to like actually help guide him. Because once Perrin kind of unlocks himself, he's going to become a force to reckon with.
Yeah. I think the unlocking himself is going to be a simple realization that he doesn't have to choose human or wolf, that he is just both.
That part. And I think like part of the final battle is going to be that battle that's in the dream. And you're going to need Perrin and the wolves to kind of access it in a different way to actually do what needs to be done. It can't be.
He needs to learn how to master that.
Yeah, it can't be just Egwene. It's got to be him and Egwene. Because they're almost on different levels as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, after this, we switch to another point of view with kind of a flashback. So, anything more from this philosophical time to our flashback?
Oh, this flashback was pretty fun.
Yeah. We're back with Grendal. Which I am bummed because the person who I asked, I'm going to throw you under the bus in case you still listen to our podcast. I know you still are in the shadows here and there. I had asked Delusions of Grendal to sit in the backstage and she pop up right, but she's camping right now. So I was going to have her like, she's back.
You should have got her to send you just like a short little video like that you could put up or something. I should have.
If I had thought about it more in advance than just like 3:00 this afternoon, like, hey, I don't know if you're doing anything, but I just thought of this and this would be cool. Probably, maybe, but yeah. I thought it'd be fun. So
think I realized right away, probably after the chapter where Rand did what he did, that it couldn't be the end of Grendal.
Yeah.
Like, I think we had that conversation.
Well, we started talking about it, and at one point we stopped and we were like, well, let's be honest, we're assuming he got her.
Yeah.
But
because Grendal is just too good.
She's slippery. Well, you're not going to end a character like that. There's been so much buildup for her, and for her to just get zapped like that, it'd be like.
But I mean, he didn't get Arengar like that, who was clearly the one that was infiltrating the White Tower.
No, that was a different one that was infiltrated. That was well, she was. I guess Arengar was doing it through Gawain, the Little Tower. But there's still what's her name?
Yeah.
Messina. Yeah, Messina's still. Yeah.
So, but I mean, we still have one agent that just like, and this time he's gone. Like he's not coming back.
Oh no, it's Balefire. Yeah.
Yeah, because he came back once. This is his reincarnation from a man to a woman.
Right.
And so, now he's done. He's wiped off the face. But I'm jumping ahead. The conversations they were having, Arengar's kind of like prepping for a deeper conversation with the Dark One about the why he kind of failed in his mission with Egwene.
Yeah.
And Grendal's kind of coaching him through it, but also like exercising her new power and seeing how it worked and kind of taunting him with it. And then also like formulating her own plans about how she was going to manipulate and control him in the future. And it's crazy to be on the same team, but to not be on the same team.
Yeah.
Who needs friends enemies when these are your friends?
So you've met Alan.
I mean,
whenever I wake up and I'm like, I need a swift kick in the nuts, I call Alan early in the morning, and boy, he finds a way to give it to me. And I'm like, thanks, bud. You needed that. You have a great day too.
There was nothing after growing up with Alan.
I sent you good memes today. They were funny ones.
They were good. You said some good ones.
The Cybertruck ones. That was a good one. And then what was the one I said this morning? It was the bird and mushroom talking thing. Didn't I send you that one?
Yeah, there's been a lot of good ones of those guys popping up recently.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was about Saw.
I'm gonna go buy a can of salsa and a saw and saw the salsa.
What do you want to call this new invention we just made? We'll call it a saw, but that word's already used by to see something. So what do you see when someone sees a saw? Well, you saw a saw, but what happens if you use a saw? You saw, so you saw a saw to saw. But what if you get a jar of salsa and you saw through the salsa? Salsa.
And someone saw you saw the salsa.
Salsa.
It was pretty good.
It was
Who's on first?
Great little video.
I don't know. I'm third. All right. Well, I'm glad we were talking about that and not necessarily this point of view. Because I'll be honest. I mean, if you want to get through all the nitty gritty, I'm sure there's some imagery there and some whatever. But really, the whole time, I'm thinking, no, they're just replaying it from her point of view, and she gets zapped. No, she's going to get away. Oh, fuck, she's going to get away. No, she's not going to get away. Is she going to get away? And like literally that went through my brain this whole section until the very end. And I was like, fuck, she got away.
Well, when she first opened the first gate using the true power, and then Arengar kind of walked in like, what's going on here? Like, so again, she gets her visitor.
Yeah.
Yep. And Arengar is like messing around with some woman. So then she sends in a few more people in, like, keep him company, her company, whatever. And goes in and she's like, all right, well, this is clearly a trap. And Rand's found me, which I don't understand how he found me.
The first smart thing she does is she doesn't put the compulsion on herself. She has Arngard and what's her name? Delana do it for her.
Yeah. Right. Once we got to that part, it was like, shit.
Yeah,
but I was still
we're gonna put that. It's like I want to confuse Rand, so let's go ahead and give a male half and the female half put the compulsion on. So like, see if you see, so she can see who's delving in and figure it out. And then she of course uses a dove to follow him back to spy, and she's watching.
No, I think
it's like, well, the good thing about it is,
I don't think that. Good Lord, her name won't come to my mind right now. She couldn't figure out. No. Not Egwene, not Elaine, but Nynaeve. I don't think Nynaeve could sense the male compulsion.
No, she couldn't.
So like that was
Rand didn't even try to look for himself.
No. So like I get it. Like she was covering all bases, but I was like wasted time, wasted energy. But she did have the suspicion that Nynaeve could actually tell whether or not somebody had been compelled and even work it out. And so like when
she's pretty smart.
Yeah, she's a genius. She shifted in dub form and she
looked at it from every angle.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, okay, she's got to go next because she's dangerous. She's a danger to me. And then she's like, looks over. She's like, what is he doing? What is that?
Yeah. She's like, wait.
Oh, shit.
Is that the access key? Oh, shit. And he's like, pushes the Arngard down the ground, like dives through the gateway. It's like, I'm out.
Arngard's like, what are you doing? She's like, you're blocked.
Think about how fast this went down. And she still went through the thought process of she was going to save her buddy. And then she was like, ooh, no, like
I need him to
the people involved in doing the compulsion need to die. Rand has to believe that he got me. And this was all in a split second.
Like
because she started to save her and then was like, ooh, just kidding, bink.
Yep.
She's like, I'll deal with the repercussions of this later.
I mean, she even has the thought process of like, well, Rand doesn't kill women, so at least I'm safe. And then he sees him using the access key. He's like, no, I'm not. Like, shit.
And again, this is why Grendal's going to play a much more important role than what she has. I mean, I don't want to use the word excited. I'm interested to see what
she's going to be more actively pulling strings, but she's going to stay in the background because she has the cover of Rand thinking she's dead. I don't think she's going to spoil that too soon.
This is the safest I've been since I've been released.
Yep. But she's pissed. She spent so much time building all those pretties, and compulsing all those people and had all her.
And they were the prettiest of pretties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. High quality pretties.
She was
the prettiest of palaces. Yeah. It's a small palace, but it's her palace.
Yeah.
And he just wiped it off the face of the earth.
Yep. And she goes to another ridge to actually look from a distance, and there's nothing left. It's all gone. She's like, shit. Yep.
Well, and then the pattern cried. Well, there was some term given to the feeling / noise vibrations. The pattern crying out.
The Bale, not Bale. Wait, what was it?
Bale scream, Bale.
Yeah, Bale scream. I think is what it was.
Bale scream. Yeah. And it's when you finger blast that hard, we get the Bale scream. It's
I often hear Bale screams.
And Ian just froze. He's like, and I'm done.
Yeah, Ian's heard it in Brazil.
Ian's cupcaking. He's like,
what language are we speaking today?
I'm sticking to English. I only know a couple phrases. I could order coffee. I could say thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all you need.
So then we switch to another point of view that's also not a fun one, just for completely different reasons, because poor Galad. So let's go to Galad. He's trying to do the right thing, but
Galad can't catch a break. I hope he is one character that I actually hope comes out of this alive.
Yeah.
They're walking through the murky swamp. They're dealing with dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There's horrible smells. His people are getting discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks back to his stepmom, which he now knows exactly what went down there. So at least we have one character who, though he doesn't like Rand, can kind of clear Rand's name. And he's like, I gotta get through this. We got to partner with him, even though I don't want to. He's like, but when will we ever get out of this swamp?
Yeah. And then Bayard comes down and is like, I think we have enough people now to overthrow the White Tower and finally kill them. And Galad's like, what do you think?
We're gonna need them.
Yeah. We're gonna need them. And Bayard's like,
whether you like it or not, we need to be able to partner with anybody and everybody and anything that is going to join us against the Dark Forces.
Well, this is the crazy thing, right? They knew this was coming at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like, why didn't y'all just go ahead and start partnering with them much sooner and figure it out?
Because they are white cloaks and the witches must die.
Just need something to do, so killing witches is the answer.
I'm not going to say any specifics about any denominations of any religion, but I will say it always cracks me up that within some of the big religions, there's like many thousands of flavors of it. And they have little things that they find in their text that they latch onto. And they're like, we're different because like this is the most important. And the next one's like, no, this is the most important. Or we read this different. Da 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 da. And people get so lost.
There's a joke about that, like where it's like there's a guy on the bridge, he's about to commit suicide, about to jump. I don't know if you've heard this before. You can stop me if you have. But he's staying on the edge of the bridge, and the cops are trying to talk him down or whatever, and have the negotiator out there, and a pastor happens to be walking by from a church. He's like, you mind if I go speak to him? And he's like, sure. So, he walks up to the guy. He's like, hey, I just wanted to talk to you. I'm a pastor of the local church here. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Are you a man of faith? And he's like, I am. I do believe. He's like, are, Western religion or Eastern religion? He's like, Western religion. He's like, Christian, Muslim, or Jewish. He's like, I'm Christian. He's like, okay. He's like, are you denominational, non-denominational? He's like, non-denominational. He's like, okay, that's fine. He's like, reformed, non-reformed. He's like, reformed. He's like, okay, Westminster Abbey confessionals or London Baptist confessionals? Is like, London Baptist confessional. He kicks him off the bridge as a heretic.
Right. Okay, so that sums up the White Cloaks.
You just go down the whole entire. That's like the White Cloaks. Yeah, you just go down the whole.
Yeah,
entire,
they've forgotten the main point,
and it's like heretic.
At least he didn't commit suicide, so he gets to go to heaven.
Yeah.
It depends on what denomination you.
It depends on the denomination here. Fun.
There was a split over that topic.
There was. There's been some splits on that. But yes, that's the White Cloaks.
I need to learn more.
So, anyways, so what is it? So they get in the argument they're going to need them. They get to a river. It's full of dead bodies from some unknown massacre.
I mean, at this point, it's literally it could be from anywhere.
Yeah, and Galad's also convinced at this point now that Rand is the Dragon Reborn. He's just not sure if the White Tower controls him or not. So he's like, yeah, as much as I don't like it, the Dragon Reborn does.
But then he also decides it really doesn't matter. Like, if the White Tower does control him, then at least he's being controlled by somebody who they have to accept help from anyway. So, that it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Galad is that's his perpetual life at this point.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, at least.
They're not going to listen to Galad, and the White Cloaks are going to turn away everybody, figured they could do it themselves. It's all right. Another story time. There's devout Christian guy, and he's in his trailer in the woods, and the rains come, and the river rises and starts to flood. And he gets on his knees, and he goes, "Lord, I've had faith all my life. Save me from this flood. Deliver me." And as he's praying, this firefighter comes up. He's like, "Sir, the floodwaters are going to keep coming. If you get my truck now, I could get you out of here." And he's like, "No, I'm going to wait for the Lord to save me." So he leaves, and the water keeps coming. It rises, and it comes up. It's up to his house. He's hanging on to the door frame like, "Lord, I've been so faithful my whole life. Please come and save me." And right as he's saying that, this guy comes up in a John boat, and he's like, "Sir, we've gotten everybody out. You're the last one. Get in the boat, and I'll save you." And he's like, "No, I'm praying to God. He's going to save me." And the waters keep coming up, and he gets to the top of his roof, and he's on the very top of it. There's very little left. He's like, "Lord, please save me. I've been faithful my whole life. Come down here and lift me off this roof." And a helicopter comes by. Coast Guardman swings down. He's like, "Sir, grab the sling and get in." He's like, "No, I'm praying to God. God is going to come and save me." And the waters keep rising. It swallows him up, kills him, dies, goes to heaven because he was a good guy. And he gets up there and he gets a chance to talk to God. And he's like, "God, I was a good person. I served you my whole life, and I prayed for you to come and save me." And God was like, "You freaking idiot. I tried to. I sent a fireman. I sent a guy in a boat. I sent a helicopter. You turned them all away."
Yeah.
That's the
Anyways,
white cloak.
Also the white cloaks. If they don't listen to Galad.
Yeah. Well, and to that point, like Galad has his own problems because he's got a traitor in his midst. And they he's led out of the swamp and right into the hands of the enemy.
Right? He comes out of the swamp and all of a sudden
nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, and
it's so the Inquisitors.
He's like, "So are you a betrayer?" He's a Bartlett, as things the name Bartlett the Betrayer is what I put in my notes. He's like, "You're the one that's betrayed us all," and he's like, "Bruh, like I've done everything the right way. Come on, like you are the only one out of this whole army of 4,000 people, and I put a lot of faith in you. And now you betrayed me."
Yep.
And of course, he was called a dark.
So Asanawa and four or five captain commanders are with them. They all ride up and ask them to surrender. And Galad's like, "I'm Lord Captain Commander of the entire White Cloaks. Like that's against the code. Like I can't surrender." Like he's like, "Then you're a dark friend." And he's like, "I'm not a dark friend." He's like, "Use the power to defeat Volda." It's like,
right. This is the trouble with trying to debate anybody like that. So Galad uses perfect logic, uses their own principles, mottos, vows, everything to support everything he did. And he's perfectly in line with that, which fits Galad's character as we know it to the T, by the numbers, by the rules. But it doesn't matter because you're going against somebody that's willing to lie and manipulate. It made my skin crawl when Galad's like, "Yeah, but there was this and this fair fight and blah, 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 blah." And the guy's like, "Oh, it wasn't fair. Yeah, I saw it, but I saw the shadow around you swirling." And like he starts adding all this stuff just to, get people to believe that, he was inspired by
Can Lord Captain Commander
the shadow
be defeated by the dark? Can the dark be defeated? Can the light be defeated by the dark? No, sir, it cannot. All right, what's your next excuse?
But you can't. People that aren't thinking logically, you can't win them over with logic.
Yeah. Are you
No.
saying that all
You can't argue with
all 4,000 men are all dark? Like are all dark friends? Are you saying that we had this many people lose their way? Well, no.
Yep.
But you are, and they're listening to you.
But you are, yeah.
But
yeah.
So there's terms for surrender that were set, and he surrendered, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But he saved literally everybody else. Again, Galad's character, it's the most utilitarian approach. Be like, all right, If I could sacrifice myself here and get a guarantee that everybody else is okay, then it's worth it. It's a numbers game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he
gotta respect that a little
giving
bit.
that ultimate sacrifice because he's like, we need this army together more than we need me to lead it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The real question is any of the other Captain Commander's dark friends?
Dun dun dun.
So we shall
see. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's how we end this section pretty much is, Galad's taken captive for questioning. But he's able to negotiate that the rest of his people are pretty much safe. Just take me.
Yeah. And then we go to our old friend.
Compare Galad to Ian. What?
I feel like Galad would have a nice beard like Ian.
When I was younger, I might have been that foolish.
Yeah.
Ian's lived too much life now.
Mm-hmm.
Galad needs about another 10 years of heartache and headache. And he'd be like,
and
what?
From hanging out with Ian, Ian's not one that is more holy than now as far as doing thing that's right. He doesn't choose always the right choices. I can attest to that. Neither do I.
I think it's the right one. I've died on many hills. I have chosen my battles.
What are you doing? Yeah, it looks like fun at the time. Yeah. Famous last words. Hold my beer.
What were you thinking? Well, clearly, I thought it was a good idea. I don't think that now, but at the time, it seemed like a great idea.
Great. So after all this, we switched to a character that we have not checked into in forever. So you guys ready to talk about some Padan Fain?
Oh, yeah. Well, his name's not Padan Fain anymore. It's Mordeth.
It's Mordeth. Yeah.
I don't even think it's that anymore.
No, like I was about to say at this point, I don't know who he is. He's just
Yeah.
Darkness incarnate.
The man in Padan Fain's body, kind of.
He is a walking dagger.
So we have Saidin, Saidar. We have the true power. And then we have whatever Mordeth is. We have like 4 powers that play now in this world.
Well, and Padan Fain is the power of Martin Sheen. That's where it all went. Because remember, he had the dagger.
Oh, no. Yeah, so that's what is it?
Mashasheen?
Mashadar.
Oh, no, yeah,
Mashadar.
That's right.
Black wind in the waves is Mashadar.
No, you're right.
Very similar.
Mashasheen, like we have.
Yeah.
Like, does that probably doesn't come into play anymore? It might.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it makes any ways at this point.
Yeah.
Now,
now
that all the characters leveled up to have traveling, like they're not.
Yeah.
Ways. It's.
But we have these 4 powers, 2 of which are like 2 sides. They're different sides of the same coin. But then we have these other 2 powers that are at play. So it's like, where do these powers originate from? Have they always been there? Are they a force of nature, earthly nature, or were they like brought to the world through technology? Or like, I have all the questions and know the answers at this point.
Yeah.
And I've been reading too many other fantasy books. I'm like, is this otherworldly? Or is this, from a different time?
Are you reading Isles of Everdark?
No, I haven't read that, but I read all of the Throne of Glass.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. That's good.
So Padan Fain, he's out there killing worms just because.
Literally just because and enjoying it.
Just that, literally just because. And then
and it's not even like I shouldn't even say enjoying it. I think just because was the answer. It's like he wasn't not enjoying it.
That just makes
But it was like, this they think they're here, so I'm gonna do it. Just because.
Yeah. And these are the big worms that we saw in like book 1 or book 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
These are the worms that eat Trolloc.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look at these worms. Everything in this world's afraid of you. You're dead. Ha, cool.
But see, weren't the worms in another world?
I mean, talking about Dune?
Well, yeah.
Where's the spice?
There's a spice.
But I'm saying, like, in my mind, didn't we have to like do a flicker moment or something to get to the world of the worms? Or it's been so long since we read that.
The flicker you had Grom, where like the frog like bear things with 3 eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which the Tuons people have
have. So then, because I remember that, and I was like,
yeah.
well, did they actually get to a different world, or did they go to a different place in the world and they get transported back? I never asked that question.
Worms? I don't think so. I think
No,
worms just live in the blight.
when Rand had to deal with the little frog thingies way back when he met Celine.
Oh.
I don't think we ever got an answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there might be some over in Shawshan. I don't know. We never got an answer if they came from the other world or if they came from Shawshan. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know.
Yeah, did he get transported?
I don't know. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I don't know. But he comes across a band of Trollocs. Yeah.
The entity once known as Padan Fain.
They were freaking out about the worms.
Yeah.
But then they were doing the math that, well, since he's there, the worms can't be here. But they mathed wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they charged after him.
Yeah.
And he like snapped his fingers and they all died. That's how it went down in my mind.
So he effed up the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then he talked to the rest of them and be like, hey guys, it's good to see you again. Remember me?
He killed the
and they were like, shit.
He killed, it's like, we got a Mergel that's in charge of us now. It's like, not anymore. Like,
but it almost like
Mergel now died to his touch.
Maybe it's just like the way I read it. I felt like they all got killed too, and then he like resurrected them.
I mean, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. Yeah.
But anyway, his power almost seems directly like the direct opposite of the Dark Lord's power, the true power.
Well, I mean, he even thinks like time to go kill Rand, and after that, I'm gonna go kill the Dark One himself.
Yeah, like why is he the ultimate power? What craziness is this? Are we gonna get that answer in this book or the next book? Because
he is the Dark One.
Oh, that would be trippy too. What if he's not really another power, but like he is the Dark One without the memory, because maybe it's just his mind that's locked up, and once the mind is unlocked, then I still think he's a separate entity.
Yeah.
I think it's like Alien versus Predator versus the humans.
Mm-hmm.
The humans are the Saidin and Saidar, the weaker of the bunch. Because at this point, in my mind, Saidin and Saidar are the weakest of the powers.
Okay. So then we switch to Melanarian Rye's point of view. He is the commander of the Heath Tower up near the Blight. They have a bunch of towers all on the Blight to watch for pending attacks, and they communicate via flashing lights, because that's a very normal way to communicate from long distances. And olden times, you would flash with mirrors. Mirror communication. Our Navy used it for a very long time before the invention of the radio. All navies did. I think going back to like Greek times, that was a very common way of communicating. And they send a signal off to one sends a signal, I guess, of something going on, and they send a signal back, but it doesn't return. It's gone dark.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not a good sign, because it's further closer to the light. So they're like, strange fact. Yeah. What were you saying?
I was laughing. I was gonna say that's not a good sign, but yeah.
No, we skipped over the really cute moment. Like
something's fucky.
Whole portion started off with a proud dad. Like he's got his stack of work ahead of him because he's like the commander of the base, and he's got a note from his underling or whatever. Like, don't forget your son's birthday is tomorrow. Like he like
my big rites of passage coming up.
Yeah. He's like, how could I ever forget that? Like, I have the sword ready. It's cleaned. It's been inspected. You know, it's the sword that's been handed down from father to father to father. Like, this sword marks a man. And tomorrow is that day.
Okay. Yeah, he sends his son away as a messenger. Because he's like,
that was
at least I got him safety.
Too. Yeah, he was like, you know what?
Yeah, at least I got
he's next on the list. I can get him out of here. I can give warnings to the others that shit's about to go down. and his son does the altruistic thing. He's like,
but he also tries to flash the towers. He tries to flash the towers behind them, further in, and they don't respond either. And he's like, "That's not a good sign either." Also, another bad sign. But yeah, I guess what was this? His son's name was Tien.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, no, Keemlin. Keemlin was the son. He sends Tien because Tien was lighter and can ride faster.
Yeah, he's like, he's lighter, he's faster, he'll make it. He's younger,
and more importantly, Tien's mother has already lost 4 sons up here. So you know what? We'll save Tien.
This kid, I'm gonna give him his props. He's my character of the chapter because he understands that death is coming, and he does the right thing. And in that moment, his father is like, "You are a man. Here's your sword. Like, never been prouder of you. We may lose this battle. We may be dying together on this field, but I wouldn't have it any other way."
Yeah.
And
you nailed it.
Yeah, there's still no flash reply from Arena Tower further ups, and also no reply from the South Tower. And they look to the north.
But it doesn't matter. They know their job. They fight.
Yep.
They defend.
They prepare to fight.
And if reinforcements don't come, they keep fighting. And if they're the last man, you keep fighting. You delay it as long as you can in hopes that the message gets back and they can prepare themselves.
Agreed.
Yep. But yeah, a dark mass of a Trolloc horde just like coming across the ridge, and there's like preparing to fight, and then out of the sky, out of the clouds comes a Drakkar, gets shot down, a bunch of arrows. But that's how we end this prologue. It's beginning.
The battle begins.
This massive army just marching in. And,
we still haven't had the rest of the seals broken as far as we know. Like, this is probably one of the things that's been dragged along the most is the Dark Lord ever going to be released?
I think he's out now. I think that attack on the White Tower, I think that was it. Attack? Yeah.
But Shan Shan have nothing to do with him.
No, I think the White Tower did, though.
Oh, you think the White Tower may have been the final seal?
Perchance.
But it wasn't wholly destroyed. It was only broke. It wasn't destroyed. It was just cracked.
I think enough.
We need to count some seals. Apparently, you guys need to do a seal count.
Oh.
Gosh, I've missed having her around to like chime in and be like, guys, get it together.
How many are broken? Where are the rest? Yeah, I don't even know at this point how many are broken. But there have been some broken ones they found.
Wait, didn't at least one go to the Shan Chan? Didn't Bail Doman trade it?
Yeah, he did trade one.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
so Zul,
some have been broken.
You're right, but also I don't know. For me to do it, there's no way I'm going to skim through all the books and count them. So I can't Google it because then I'm going to get more information than I want. There's been one time I tried to Google something since we've been doing this, and I immediately got spoiled on something, and I was like, shit. So yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do that. Can't Google. And I don't even know how to search that where I could find it. Like in this part of the book, like did they have like a timeline of when the seals are broken anywhere? Maybe I can try. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if this actually says when they're broken. Status of seals. Oh, there's a whole section on this. Okay. So there's one that's broken that's discovered at the Eye of the World. Okay. There's one that brought by Bail Dome into the Shanshan to Lord Turok.
That's the second one.
And then I'm not sure if that one's broken or not.
Well, according to Zul, they eventually get that one back.
Of Stone of Tear. Okay, they get that one back, but I don't know if it's broken or not.
I think it's broken when they get it back.
Yeah, it's later found in Moray. Then there's one that's found in Meridian. And Meridian. Then 90 finds one in the Panarch's Palace. Okay. And I think there's one more, but I'm not sure if we've gotten to that one yet. But I'm not sure how many are broken yet. So,
well, there's got to be at least 4 or 5 broken to this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, those 2 were broken. Okay. So there's 4 of the 7.
We got 3 left.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay.
3 left to break.
Roughly.
Okay. Roughly. Something like that.
So what all is saying right now, we got 2 broken.
Okay. 2 are broken?
We'll figure it out. I don't know.
But we know where I think we're still missing at least 1. I don't know.
Zool will tell us at some point how many we have.
Maybe not. Maybe they've all been found. I'm not sure. Yeah.
This is what happens when you read it. This is what happens when you read a book over 7 years. By the end of this book, they'll all be broken. I'm positive of that.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna break loose.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes, counting.
Moral of the story: counting is hard. Thank you, Iris. Moral of the story: counting is hard. It is.
I figured that out day 1 in the military, where you got on the bus and they had you count off from front to rear. They'd be like 1, 2, 3, 3, no 4, 7. Ah,
4,
fuck! Start over.
5, 6, 5.
That is the most difficult thing in the military to do, is to count off.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's because
Sesame Street. I can only count to 4. I said let the bodies hit the floor instead of
now we don't have PBS,
I can only count to 4.
No more Sesame Street.
Oh yeah, there's that
What
too.
are we gonna do? We have a whole world of people that don't know how to count.
Well, you can count on
I
me.
don't think Sesame Street was helping the cause.
Not giving a shit. All right, we got to wrap this up. I just got the call. I got to go.
Okay. Well, that's the end of this chapter. So, yeah, the prologue's done. Favorite character?
I got to wrap it up.
I already told you.
You already said your favorite character.
Yeah, I already told you mine. My favorite.
I agree. Cosign.
And Galad.
I'll pick Padan Fain.
The man once known as Padan Fain.
The artist formerly known as Prince, as Padan Fain.
Yes. I was checking for condoms. I'm sorry. Because I know you can't hear me. The box is empty.
So next week we'll be doing 3 chapters. 3.
Not next week. Is it next week?
Oh, 2 in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks we'll be doing 3 chapters. Next time we'll be doing 3 chapters. So chapter 1.
We need to give a date at this point.
It's August 26th. Apple's first. Questions of leadership and the Amerlin's anger.
Oh, I like that title. I'm so excited for Egwene moving forward. Like, I get it now. For all of those that told us in the beginning we're hating for no reason, you were right. Like, we had faith, but at the same time, we were hating. So I bow to you. You were right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he just got a booty call, so he's pretty much he's prepping real fast.
Yes.
Yeah. He did. Good times.
Yeah, 2-way.
Yeah, 100%.
Young again.
Anyways. So yeah, how it can be found is at thewheelreads.com. It's a website where you find links to all sorts of cool stuff like merchandise and Patreon and all that fun stuff. Go ahead, go on there, write comments, leave reviews, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff with the algorithm. And to not delay Ian any further, that's all I got for this week. So
until next time.
Peace.
Hey, bye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Oh, where are we going tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about?